All right, so you ready? I'm going to try this with my sexy voice. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Good evening, my cartoon addicts, and welcome to another episode of the Cartoon Rewind Podcast. I'm Frank, and I'm not here alone. I'm here with my partner in crime, Rolly. And, of course, let's not forget about the walking encyclopedia of all cartoons. Of course, I'm talking about Gemini.
You're too concentrated.
I was way too concentrated on the voice, man.
And it was so slow.
Yep.
I am falling asleep.
Yes.
It started going from sexy, if you want to call it that, kind of to like the movie phone. Welcome to the movie phone. They started going there a little bit. I'm not sure if you guys noticed that. But anyways.
Yeah, we noticed.
Okay, I just want to make sure. All right, good evening, my cartoon addicts, and of course, welcome to another episode of the Cartoon Rewind Podcast. Now, before we get into today's episode, do us a favor. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You got to give us a like, right? And you can follow us on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever you can get your podcast. And pretty soon, we're going to be on Apple. And don't forget to check us out on Instagram and on TikTok. And of course, gentlemen, how are we doing today?
Hold on, I'm using my sexy voice too. I'm doing pretty good.
Man, I suck with those sexy voice, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Thank you, Frank. I would appreciate it. I'm doing pretty good, but did you know that I'm the most interesting man in the world?
God, no. No, you are not.
Oh,
you are not.
I was told. I just got used to it. This is what technically, I think we've only aired 13 podcasts by the time we're doing this recording, but I think we've recorded like 20. I've been hearing it 20 times how interesting I am.
Well, you know what, Rolly? Let me share something with you, my friend, which a lot of people don't know. You are so interesting that even Cuba imports cigars from you, buddy. I want you to know that.
Stop it, please.
Right.
I beg you.
I'm just throwing that out there, man. I'm just throwing that out there.
Well, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Mr. Gemini, how are you over there?
I am doing better because Thursday, I'm looking forward to all the stuff that we are going to show on the flagship podcast, Ninjas of Another Color.
Yes, and by the time you hear this, listener, we've already done that podcast.
Exactly.
Just go to the Ninjas of Another Color podcast and go about 4 weeks backwards.
Yep.
And you might see it there. It's called Dwayne, or was it Dwayne? Did we say?
We haven't got a title yet. We haven't got a title yet. No title yet.
But I'm just gonna guess who got on his tank.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what's going to be the title.
No, that was last week's episode. That was last week's episode.
Okay, well then, Frank's a little bitch.
I think it's...
It'll be the episode dated May 9th. That one.
There you go.
I think his podcast is going to be titled, "Hey, guess what? I got a his tank." It's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit different than the last one.
No, it's going to be titled, it's the episode titled His Tank.
That's it.
No.
Yes.
It's not. Last week, which was May 3rd, was Guess Who's Getting His Tank.
Yeah, I said.
So I'm not going to double up on it.
If you had a partner and you had two His Tanks, you can name it Hers and His Tank.
What? Now, first of all, if D ever found anybody that has the same passion for cartoons and toys like him, he would have been married a long time ago.
Long time ago.
Because I know for a fact, I would also.
That's why he's going to the Philippines.
And you're going to Colombia.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, you're going to Colombia, Frank, you're going to Philippines, and I'm just staying here because they're all those women are here anyway. So
exactly. Yeah, no. I have to stay away from Colombians. They are my kryptonite, man. No, I can't, man. They're way too good at my love language, and no, I just can't. I gotta stay away from them.
All right, but now that we talked about
not too.
Frank's trauma
some
with
random,
that.
some random
Yeah.
shit.
I'm like Frank's what is it, trauma?
Trauma. Yes.
So Frank, I guess you're supposed to tell me what we're doing, but I'll do it for you. Hey, Ro, what we doing? What we're doing watching this week? No problem, Frank. I'll tell you. Told you I was carrying this show.
You didn't give me a chance, man. I was still letting you finish with your conversation.
Oh, yeah. Apparently, I'm having a conversation all by myself.
No.
So,
Fun
it's
fact:
all right.
Transformers the movies will be in theaters May 15th.
When this episode airs.
Yes.
No, it's probably not going to
No.
air. It's
It's
not
not
going to
gonna-
air.
This is not.
I hope-
This is not
so,
May 15th.
so in that case, listeners, did you guys enjoy Transformers? Rewatching Transformers the movie in theaters? I thought about going though.
I am.
I'm thinking about going. I never saw it in theaters.
I can't remember if I did or not. I don't think I did.
I had the VHS.
I had the VHS. Mm-hmm.
I know. I waited until DVD. It was DVD. Sorry,
I had
guys.
the VHS. I had the bootleg VHS as well, and then of course I had all the different DVD versions. All right, so Rolly, what are we watching today, buddy?
We're watching Wild C.A.T.s.
Nice.
So we're watching season 1, episode 1 of Wild C.A.T.s, which aired October 1st, 1994.
Yes.
So, Dwayne, maybe you can help me
Yes.
out here, or Frank, you can, but I just go straight to the encyclopedia.
Of course.
Can you tell us a little bit of a little bit about Wild C.A.T.s?
I got a question for Frank. Who is Frank's favorite artist?
Oh, Jim Lee, which he's the one that created Wildcats.
Yeah, exactly. Jim Lee
Oh, yeah.
created Wild C.A.T.s at his new studio, Wildstorm Inc. This was based on a comic book, which had a lot of adult themed. What's the word I'm looking for?
Subject?
Yeah, there you go. And they try to morph it into a
Subject matter, I should say.
yeah, subject matter, and they morphed it into a Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah.
The toys weren't all that good. That's why it only lasts like 13 episodes.
That's all we get? 13?
Yeah, 13. It's a once a week. Never went into syndication. Well, yeah, it never went into syndication, but it was on the USA Cartoon But what movies were good in 1994?
What movie were good in 1994?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot.
Yeah, that's very true. That's
That's a
very
lot.
true.
That's actually one of my topics for going when we go back in time.
But one thing I wanted to add to what Dee was saying, yes, this is something that Jim Lee created, which he is my number one artist, and I actually met in 2009 Frank Forrest. So Jim Lee, if you're listening, I'm actually Frank Forrest, but I accidentally said my name Forrest because I got so nervous. When I met
You're
you.
nervous now. You're thinking about it.
I am. I'm just thinking about it, and I got nervous. I agree with Dee. The toys weren't that great, but they were kind of cool. Was definitely my favorite characters from on here was Warblade was really cool. Grifter, which that's the one really. I'm not sure if you ever seen this. The one that has the red mask that is like a scarf over his face.
Yeah.
Grifter. Yeah, those two were always my favorite characters, and I have to agree with Dee. The comics was a lot more targeted towards the adults, kind of like the original Ninja Turtles. It was like super freaking hardcore. But then when they turned it into the cartoon, I was like, this is not what I was expecting. You know what I mean? And I understand why it only did 13 episodes. You know what I mean? And then, of course, everybody knows who Jim Lee is, man. Homeboy did freaking Alpha Flight, which was, believe it or not, his very first comic book he did. You know what I mean? Because he actually went to Princeton. He got a medical degree, but he was like, you know what? Let me get my hands dirty with some comics. You know what I mean? So his first book he ever worked on was Alpha Flight. He did Batman. He did Gen 13, Superman, Hush. Homeboy was going all over the place. And one of his creations, of course, is Wild C.A.T.s, which is what we're going to review today. Yes.
And what
So
is
I
his
just wanted
current
to share
title
that.
now?
What happened, buddy?
And what is his current title right now?
Who's current in title?
Jim Lee?
Jim Lee.
Jim Lee?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Isn't he like president of something?
CEO of DC Comics.
There you go,
Yeah.
CEO. Yes, homeboy is freaking a genius, man, and his artwork is freaking just marvelous. And what I love is people always like one of the myths, like, "Oh, hey, didn't Jim Lee do Spider-Man?" I'm like, "No, bro, that was freaking Todd McFarlane." But people always associate whatchamacallit, Jim Lee with Spider-Man. Some people did. I'm like, yeah, no, that's a different completely artist, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, Wild C.A.T.s, haven't seen this cartoon in a while, so I'm really looking forward to it. So Rolly, what interesting facts do you have about 1994 when it comes to movies, buddy?
Okay, well, that's right. So before we go there, we got to get in a time machine, right?
Yeah, we do.
But before I get in a time machine, I can guarantee you something. Jim Lee's not listening. Sorry. I feel very confident. And Jim Lee, if you are, you know what? If Jim Lee messaged you that he heard this, that he's listening to you, you can have anything you want. I'll pay for your Megatron.
Really?
I'll pay for your Megatron.
Nice.
But it's got to be a verified account. I need actual proof.
Okay, got it, buddy. Got it.
So everybody any listeners here want to start a little campaign. So, all right, so we're going back. Let's get back in the time machine. We're going back to October 1st, 1994, which was a Saturday, which was, thank God we finally left the 80s. It was 29 years ago, 7 months and 6 days ago.
Yes.
So, popular song in the U.S. was Boyz II Men, I'll Make Love to You. Okay, Frank, you didn't sing that one? All right.
I'm trying to think of the lyrics, but I just don't know it, man.
Wow, really? Oh, wow.
I'll make love to you like you want me to. And I'll stop right there.
That one. Okay.
It was such a great year for movies.
It was.
Pulp Fiction was released.
Yes.
Here's your trivia question, though. What do you think was the highest film? It's not one of those 5 that I mentioned. What do you think was the highest film of 1994?
It wasn't freaking Forrest Gump
or Jurassic Park.
I would have assumed that it was Forrest Gump. Man, that was such a classic.
Yes,
such an amazing movie.
Yeah, but no. Do you like? Would
you like to? Sorry, I had to. Man.
Guess?
What do you say?
I said, "Hi, Jenny."
I was like, did you have a
Forrest Gump's voice?
Is he dumb like me?
You know, Lieutenant Dan said you got a name about. There's only one name I can think of, and that's Jenny.
And my bad. I did mention the one. So the highest grossing movie, was in those 5. I apologize.
That's what. Okay, that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm still going with no, I'm gonna change it because you guaranteed that it's one of those. It's got to be Jurassic Park, even though I think it's gonna be it's Jurassic Park. Has to be Jurassic Park.
What was the 5 again?
The Lion King, Jurassic Park, Forrest Gump, Pulp Fiction, Shawshank.
Shawshank, which is a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
The sisters never bothered Andy again.
Wow.
What do you think?
The amount of Jews in the world, I would go with Shawshank.
I don't know what to say with that.
Yeah, me neither, man. I was gonna say, damn.
I'm going to Homer GIF right now. I'm just going to the bushes right now and disappearing.
Exactly.
All right. Before you say anything else, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna give you the thing is, and by the way, Forrest Gump was number 2. Lion King was number 1.
No,
really?
It did better than freaking Jurassic Park.
Yes.
Oh,
how much?
Which is weird though, because maybe I didn't. I'm trying to think that my sources are not properly reliable. I'm looking at I went to box office Mojo, and Jurassic Park's not in the top 10. So
in 94.
In 94.
Yep.
So somebody fact checked me that Jurassic Park came out in 1994. But yeah, for sure, Lion King grossed, and it's funny because they grossed total gross, 312 million. That's
nice.
That's it, right? Yes. Yeah, Forrest Gump was 303. Overall was damn it. So the overall was 329 million. So technically, I need to adjust this for total gross instead of domestic. I was looking at domestic gross.
And I can tell you that Lion King did come out in 1994. It ran for an hour and 28 minutes.
And Jurassic Park also came out in 1994. No, 93.
Was it 93?
93. So Jurassic Park lasted that long, though.
That's how good it was, man. That was a big hit, man. I remember that.
So
because the effects were freaking amazing. Again, for back then.
Yeah.
It still holds up today.
It does. That's true. That's true, D. It does until this day.
So worldwide, sorry. So yeah, can we restart this podcast? Because worldwide, Jurassic Park made 978 million. So almost a billion worldwide.
Damn.
But it started in June of 1993 and then basically stayed in forever.
Interesting, buddy. Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I got for our trip back in time. Frank, do you have anything for us?
Yes. So a few things I want to talk to you guys about when it comes to the movies. Number one, this is when Space Godzilla was introduced, and I remember this because you all know I'm a big fan of Godzilla. And when I heard Space Godzilla, I was like, what? Space Godzilla? Another Godzilla, but it's evil? Of course, I'm picturing goatee, mustache. You know what I mean?
Of course.
And of course,
he can't be evil. He can't be evil without a goatee.
Exactly. You got to have a goatee and you got to have a mustache. You know what I mean? So I loved it because it came out, right? That's also the same year that I actually started believing in the Bruce Lee curse, because Crow came out with his son and then he died on the set. You know what I mean? So I remember Crow coming out, and of course, a movie that turned into a series that I know you and I used to watch them, D. I'm sorry, Rolly. But D, I don't remember if you ever did also, buddy. The Stargate came out. And I love that movie until this day.
Really?
I can watch it.
Really?
Or was it Rolando that didn't watch him?
I did watch him.
Did you? Okay, so it was all three of us then.
Yes.
Stargate? How do we not watch Stargate?
Oh my God, that's right. Because we got into, whatchamacallit, Atlantis, the universe one. What was it called?
Stargate Universe.
Was it called Stargate Universe? The one where the ship kept jumping?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, it was us three. Okay. Oh my God, I loved it. And remember? You guys remember where it originally started from? Stargate? What channel?
Oh, Sci-Fi.
It did not.
Was it premium?
Yes, it was a premium channel.
I don't think it was HBO.
Showtime.
Showtime, yes.
Yeah,
because I remember the first episode, it showed nudity. I was like, what? I see titties.
So, yeah. So, but I didn't have cable, so.
Got you.
I didn't have cable until 2001, so by then I think we already had a few. It had already gone to syndication. So.
But you guys know I still have the DVDs, seasons 1 through 7.
You're still pretty. I know you're proud, and you're proud of that.
Rolly, you guys know how much I love that show, man. You know what I mean? That was a great show. I loved it, man. Come on, it had MacGyver in it, man. You know what I mean? Richard Dean Anderson. Angus MacGyver. Come on. Angus. Yeah, so that's what I have, man. And a few other great movies came out, too. You know what I mean? The Guyver 2, Interview with the Vampire. For you, Rolly, Generations came out that year. Yeah, the one with Picard and all that. You know what I mean? The Generations. Well, wait a minute. Weren't you the one that told us that the even numbers were the best movies?
Huh? Yes.
Okay, yeah. So that's why you're not too thrilled with that one.
Exactly. It's not me. It's a proven fact.
It's a
It's a
First
scientific
Contact
fact.
was the best one. I want to take control. You guys ready?
Yes.
All right. So let's watch this cartoon. All right,
Yes.
and let's make it happen, Captain. Let's go. Well, you gotta admit, you gotta dig the opening theme.
That was the best part about it.
Well, I think the artwork is nice. Take a look at the artwork.
Yeah, for the
Mhm.
intro.
For the and it's definitely very 90s though.
Yeah, with the knives for the fingers. I thought he was cool.
I like them better when it was Witchblade.
Ooh, which
Witchblade is a woman.
is true.
It's kind of the same thing though, right?
Which that
Whoa.
oh no, completely different. Completely different.
The outfit's just a little different.
Yeah.
But yeah, this gave me very 90s vibe. You look at it and it's like, wow.
Oh my God, yes.
Very
Hey, remember they are a convert action team.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, that
AKA
was
Tony Stark.
That was on the bottom of the title.
They're covert action teams. Nobody knows
Yeah.
that they exist.
Exactly.
Oh.
Look at this thing. So we have this one dude working, right, on a motherboard.
Yes.
We got three random strangers walking in with trench coats. And of
Everybody's
course, the dude's got the green hair.
steroids.
What happened?
Everybody did steroids back in the 90s.
No, that's He-Man.
Yeah, I would say you make fun of He-Man and that guy. Look at that guy.
Well, that's
Is it
because he
karate?
works out.
He's a karate expert.
Thank you. I remember this cartoon, but I don't remember it 100%.
Here comes the Wildcats.
Also, the guy with green hair, he's not a member of the Wildcats.
Not yet.
But he will be. I think he becomes Warblade, maybe.
Yes,
I
he
can't
does.
remember.
And Grifter,
Rifter is the one that's driving the vehicle.
he gives
The
me
one with the red mask.
He gives me Gambit vibes.
He reminds
Yes.
me of you.
Mhm.
If the character in the comics was you, that was you.
And who's the girl?
Electra.
No.
So what do you
Blade.
think Rolly would be from the cartoon, D?
Grifter.
You think so?
Yes. An asshole all the time, and he likes the girl.
I'm offended by this.
You can be defended all you want.
I'm offended. What makes you think I like a girl?
So you like a boy? Okay, all right.
you never
then.
know.
I don't put labels on things. I'm kind of. I'm not an asshole. Why are you spreading these rumors about me?
Yes, you are.
No. Frank,
I don't think you're an asshole.
thank
Mo.
you.
Not at all.
Thank you. So who's the bad guys here?
That's been going on for millions of years between the Kherubim and the Daemonites. And the leader is a cyborg.
And this is why D is a freaking encyclopedia of cartoons.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, not. Unfortunately, he likes to, call me an asshole. But other than that, he's really good.
What's up with that, man?
Yeah, I call him like I see him.
The hell, it just gets worse. He doesn't try to fix it.
No.
No,
And why did it look like Grifter took like Deadpool's mask to get away from him?
Well, believe it or not, his special abilities are very similar to Deadpool. And I'm not sure if you knew this, but I did some research, and again, I'm hoping Google is correct. Did you know that Jim Lee actually created Gambit?
I did not know.
Yeah, I did not know that either. I know he redid a lot of the uniforms, Storm, Cyclops, and all that, but I did not know he actually created Gambit. And it's funny that you said that this guy looks like him.
Yeah, I mean, these look a lot. You can see him. How the hell did I get in his pocket?
He worked on X-Men.
Yeah,
he did.
But also like the suits are very X-Men-ish. Like Drifter was also wearing an X. He has an X belt going across his chest.
No.
And this guy is the Incredible Hulk plus a gorilla.
He scored.
That's Maul. That's Maul. Yes.
It fits him.
Mm-hmm. And believe it or not, his real name is Dr. Jeremy Stone. Yes.
Great name.
And he's a Nobel Prize winner scientist, believe it or not. Yes.
Before he turned into that, or
yes. Oh no, he's still he's still a scientist. He's always going to be a scientist at heart. You know what I mean? But this dude obviously grows, as you can tell from the cartoon, right?
Yeah.
But here's the problem, though. It costs him his intelligence. So the bigger he grows, the dumber he becomes.
It's the Incredible Hulk.
Yes, the smaller, the smarter.
So can he shrink?
I think when he gets smaller, we're talking about like human size.
It's human size, okay.
Yes,
So.
but not like Ant-Man.
And he turned that color when he was 11. All the Wildcats have they are descended from Kherubim, so they have alien DNA in them.
Thank you, because I forgot about that.
Mr. Price. Sir.
And that dude right there, Rolly, the one with the green hair?
You're at the headquarters of...
Him right there, the guy with the green hair with the white shirt and the jeans.
Yeah.
Right? He, if I remember correctly, he becomes Warblade. Which is a hybrid of human and the alien that Rolly that D was talking about.
I was gonna say, 'cause the only one we haven't seen yet.
Mm-hmm. And he has the capabilities, of course, morphine, and having sharp objects with his as his weapons from his hands, if I remember correctly.
Noble warriors who defeated the Daemonites.
And these are the alien race that they come from that D was talking about.
The Kherubim managed to assimilate
Yeah, there's a lot of... And this obviously
a
takes
lot
place.
of characters, buddy. Yes, a lot.
Yeah, there
of
is a lot.
characters.
No, yeah, I was looking at the cast, and it's a long line for 13 episodes.
Yes. And Grifter has multiple abilities, bro. You know what I mean? Telekinesis, freaking healing. He's a marksman. He's a master of of martial arts. It's like Jim Lee was like, let me grab all these things that I love from all these characters and just combine them into the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A little bit of an overkill.
I was gonna say the same thing too. Just to give them all powers.
Yes, you are a space freak.
Wow. No, watch them go.
But I'm telling you, the comics, like D said, so different from the cartoons, bro.
Yep.
Here we go.
was a stripper. Voodoo was a stripper before they found her.
That's for real.
No, it's true. Yeah.
In the comics.
And look, there's Warblade.
I should recognize him with his green hair.
Yep.
And they stay like that forever? They don't have like alter egos?
They can what's the name? The computer can change their appearance.
Okay. Yeah, looks like a lot loaded.
Yes. And did you notice how Warblade is able to morph the metal on him into weapons and actually extend? Did you notice this bad guy has yellow teeth?
Well, they don't really care so much about hygiene back then.
No, and you're thinking about Lady Deathstrike, bro. You're thinking about Lady Deathstrike. Now Witchblade. Lady Deathstrike from Marvel.
No, I'm thinking Witchblade.
You're not thinking about Lady Deathstrike?
Well, her too, but no, Witchblade.
No, see, I was trying. I was like, you know what? I can see that, but no, I see more Lady Deathstrike with this guy, man. And he did work in Marvel, so it makes sense.
They had a live action.
And they had a cartoon, right, D?
They've had some anime shows. They've had a couple cartoons. Yeah.
Let's get back to the cartoon.
They're captured by the Daemonites.
Yes, the bad guys. And now they're all captured. They're all tied up. And they got to escape.
And you have Hellblazer coming. Oh, I get it now.
Yeah,
Hellspawn.
Hellblazer.
Hellspawn.
I know. And of course, he's putting those tattoos on their foreheads to control them, to let the demons go inside them, to possess them. And doesn't Hellspawn remind you of, what's his name? Modo from Marvel, that demon that goes against Doctor Strange?
I feel like it's a stretch.
Witchblade and this character is a stretch, but you know what? I still supported you, man. All right.
You said you corrected me. You said it was the other guy.
But you know what, though? I can start seeing, now that I'm rewatching this, I can start seeing the references to all the comics that he has worked on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I can see a little bit of DC. I can see a little bit of Marvel. You know what I mean? I can see a little bit of this character. I can actually see it.
Man, we just watched
back
some weird.
then, not so much, buddy. Back then, not so much.
We watched some weird cartoons back in the 90s.
It was a very unique year, man. You know what I mean? The 90s had some uniqueness when it came to cartoons. Nothing beats the 80s for me, though.
You don't think so?
A lot of great cartoons that I can remember were out in the 80s. But again, that was my childhood, man. Right there is Spartan, which is the leader.
Oh, the bad guys?
No. Oh, the good guys.
He's a cyborg.
The guy that looks like Scott Summers?
Uh-huh.
Yes. His name is Spartan. He's the leader.
Did Jim Lee ever, when everybody left DC? Was it DC? And then went to start their own company? It was Marvel. They left Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
And they started their own company. Like Dragons, Sergeant
Image Comics. Image Comics.
Image. Okay. Was Jim Lee one of them that left too?
Yes, he was. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think all of them have this kind of same style too, though.
Yes.
Wasn't
Jim Lee the one that created Image?
No, he was on the board.
He was on the board. Gotcha.
I'm getting a vibe here based on the fact that we've talked more about other things in the cartoon. That episode 1 wasn't a banger.
It's an interesting episode, man. You know what I mean? It's an interesting episode. Wild C.A.T.s is not a bad cartoon. You know what I mean? We're just having conversations about everything else because that's what we do. You know what I mean? And it's really not that bad of a cartoon where we can talk about it and make fun of it. We could just easily compare where we can see where Jim Lee grabbed out of the different characteristics and designs and abilities from all the different companies that he's worked for. Because that dude's been around, man. And I say that with respect. You know what I mean? But man, he's been around. But again, when you're as good as Jim Lee, everybody wants him. I get it.
Yeah, but that's one thing. One thing I'm taking away from this is I feel a lot. Maybe it's bias. I feel like they stole a lot.
They did. They borrowed, right?
Oh, sorry. Yes, they borrowed. That's a great way.
Yes.
Thank you. That's a great way.
Well, because this is Jim Lee. If it was anybody else, I would have said, yeah, he stole it. But no, this is Jim Lee. You know what I mean? He created certain things, and he's now combining what was his into his own thing, and you got to respect that.
So we're doing our reviews now?
No, sir.
No,
sorry.
we're still watching
I'm just not doing. I can't do anything right for you. Huh? Wow.
You're just fucking everything up today,
Yeah.
I'm just asking a question because we're at 48 minutes now.
Yeah, we're like a minute in up to the end, so I apologize for.
No, you're doing great, buddy. That's just deep because he doesn't like you.
Why do you say that?
I can probably think of one reason or something. I don't know. I'm pretty sure if I sit down and reflect, I can think of reasons why. So that guy's really short, by the way.
Oh, big time, bro. Big time.
It's like Danny DeVito.
Mm-hmm.
He's a Tony Stark kind of character.
Yeah, but just shorter.
Without being smart, just has the money.
Oh, okay. And what's the purple girl do?
That's
The
Voodoo.
Yes.
She reads minds.
Oh, okay.
She's a mixture between the aliens and the bad guys, which I forgot what the bad guys are called.
Daemonites.
Daemonites, thank you. She's a mixture of both.
That was Wild
There it
C.A.T.s.
is.
episode 1, Dark
That was
Blade
Wild C.A.T.s.
Falling. Great title too, Dark Blade Falling.
Yep. I'm telling you, it's a cool cartoon, man. It's a cool cartoon.
All right. So, with that being said, now it's the fun part of the show where we will rate the show.
Review.
Yes. So, talking, I'll go. And for me, I'm going to make this a fast forward.
Okay.
So, I didn't know about the closed captioning until like 21 minutes in. So maybe if I knew about that earlier, I would have enjoyed it a little bit more. But I would like to have a little more dialogue. This is the first time I see it. So at least the first time I can see it that I remember. I'm pretty sure I saw it when I was young. But 94, so that really makes me like 18. So 18-ish. So I don't know how much cartoon I was watching at the time.
Oh my god, I was in my 20s, bro.
You were in your 30s already.
I was in my 20s.
So I would give it. I'll give it a fast forward. I'll give it a fast forward. The animation was very 90s, but it wasn't terrible. The way the explanation you guys were giving me about the characters was good. So yeah, that's what I'm giving it.
Okay, makes sense, buddy. Makes sense. D, I'll go next. I'm gonna give it a rewind. I think it has a good rewatch value, especially now that I'm older and I understand more of who was involved, and I have more of a understanding of Jim Lee, and I can actually see all the different characters. I think it still holds up well, so I'm personally gonna give it a rewind.
Since I'm bringing up the rear, it's a rewind for me. While y'all was talking, I was reliving the episode.
There you go, buddy. There you go. That's it. And all the stuff that you were adding in, D, that I forgot about, was freaking perfect, buddy. So thank you. And that's the reason why you are the freaking encyclopedia of all cartoons, my brother. And guess what? I guess that's it. So we got 2 rewinds and we got 1 fast forward.
Not bad. So overall, I think it's a good show to watch. A good cartoon.
Yes.
We recommend it.
Yeah, definitely not an eject in there at all. So guess what? I think we did great.
Yeah, 2 rewinds. I think 2 rewinds and a fast forward means go watch it. I think you guys
for sure, 100%, buddy, 100%.
All right.
Well, guess what? That's going to end our show for today. So, from everybody at Cartoon Rewind, we want to thank you for listening. And don't forget to give us a like, subscribe, and follow us on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. And don't forget, we're on Instagram and TikTok. And of course, until next time, my cartoon addicts, peace.